Okay guys, so I found someone in Jailbreak with HYPERSHIFT. As you guys can see behind me, this guy literally has HYPERSHIFT. He has somehow gotten every hyperchrome level 5 in Jailbreak. It's absolutely insane how he's already gotten HYPERSHIFT. It's just, how on earth do you get it this quickly? The hyperchrome update came out back in July and it's only November. How do you get it that quickly? It's only been a few months. Let's go ahead and take this thing for a drive, and as you guys can see, it looks even better when you're driving around. Just look at that. It's shining and it looks so good. I've seen HYPERSHIFT on the other cars, but I think it looks best on the new car here. Just look at this. Absolutely amazing. So now some of you guys are probably wondering what HYPERSHIFT looks like on other cars, so I'm just going to go through all of the most popular hypercars like the Brulee, the Torpedo, all of those cars, and just show you guys how HYPERSHIFT looks on them. So starting off here, we have the Torpedo. As you guys can see, it looks absolutely amazing. And this is Shift on the Bolide. As you guys can see, it looks absolutely amazing as well. This is Shift on the Molten M12, and this is Shift on the Season 7 Icebreaker. And here's the Celsior with HYPERSHIFT, absolutely amazing too. Here's Shift on the Beam Hybrid from Season 1. Here's how it looks on the Airtail, as you guys can see right there, absolutely amazing looking. Here's Shift on the Brulee, and honestly, it makes the Brulee look really good because it removes all of the ugly parts from the car. As you guys can see, it makes it look much smoother and much better than it did before. And finally, here's HYPERSHIFT on the Arachnid, and honestly, HYPERSHIFT on the Arachnid looks really good. Just look at how good this looks. This is probably the best color for the Arachnid besides black and gray, you know? Because black and gray is the Batmobile colors, but HYPERSHIFT just makes it look really good as well. But now that you guys saw how Shift looks like on all of those vehicles, some of you guys might have some questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer the most asked questions, like how did you get it? Trading, or did you grind for it? How much did it cost if you traded for it? All of that stuff. So yeah, he got HYPERSHIFT through trading. He said it took him around 40 to 50 torpedoes. So that must have taken a long time, because first you got to spend like 3 months getting all those 40 torpedoes. Then you got to convince all of those hyper level 5 owners to give you their colors for those torpedoes. It's absolutely mind-blowing how much time and effort this guy put into getting HYPERSHIFT. It's insane. And I know another really common question would be, how many other YouTubers noticed him? Well, actually, he said I'm the first one to notice that he has Shift. And he also said I'm the only YouTuber that ever noticed he has Shift, which is crazy because you'd think that bigger YouTubers like Dat Brian or VG would notice and make videos on this, but no, I'm literally the only one so far. Another question some of you guys might have is, how much attention does this attract in like public trading servers and stuff? Well, when I joined him in a trading server, he was like crowded by people. It was insane. It was pretty much just the whole server just sitting in front of him, just admiring the look of HYPERSHIFT. It was really quite crazy. The amount of attention you can quickly gain by having HYPERSHIFT is actually crazy, because when I drove around in his car that had HYPERSHIFT on it, people started following me like crazy. It was absolutely insane, and this was after he left too, so that just proves that whenever someone sees HYPERSHIFT, they will literally follow you until you die. And that's no exaggeration, man, that's the truth. They will literally follow you until you die if you have Shift. Another question is, how on earth does it look like in the trading menu? And ever since the hyperchrome update, it actually looks kind of ugly, because a lot of those hyper colors look like a completely different color from what they actually are. I believe it's hyper orange that looks like hyper brown. It's just really weird. Another question is HYPERSHIFT like an actual item that you can trade inside of trading? And that answer is no, because if you had that ability, you would literally be able to duplicate HYPERSHIFT. Because whenever you get all hyper level 5s, it gives you HYPERSHIFT, and if you keep trading away HYPERSHIFT, you can basically duplicate it. So that's the reason they don't have like an actual item for it in trading, or people would be able to duplicate it. And if there was a HYPERSHIFT color, but it was just all of the hyper colors combined into one, then how on earth would you trade individual colors for other items you want? Like, how would I trade hyper yellow 5 for something else when it's combined into HYPERSHIFT? That would just be really stupid and unnecessary, because how would you trade individual colors? It just wouldn't be possible. Now, another question some of you guys probably have is, how did HYPERSHIFT look like before the update where they updated it to the new version of hyperchromes? Well, I actually found this video from someone else of how it looked like before the update. But yeah, that's the old HYPERSHIFT. Honestly, I like the old one a little bit more because it had a little bit more of a shine compared to the new one. The new one is just kind of a bit off, you know? The old one felt a little bit more nice and clean compared to the new one, but the new one just feels really just quickly thrown together and doesn't really feel as good as the old one. And the thing is, you can't even use textures either, because with HYPERSHIFT, it's constantly shifting through all of the colors, and you can't get a texture that will always match with a color that is constantly changing. Unless you have like a texture shift or something, you can't really do much now. If any of you want to see what HYPERSHIFT looks like on any other car, make sure to tell me down below in the comments, and then I will make a part 2 or something like that with a video of how HYPERSHIFT looks like on that car. Or if you want to see HYPERSHIFT on a specific car in person, you can join this guy right here in Jailbreak when he's online. His name is right here. I'll zoom in on it so you guys can see it. I believe his joins are only on for followers, so you're gonna have to follow him if you want to join him, but honestly, he still deserves followers anyway because he is the reason that I'm uploading this video and it's in front of you right now. Oh yeah, I should probably mention this because I know this will happen because it's just the Jailbreak community, but please don't join him and start harassing him into giving you his HYPERSHIFT. Chances are he'll probably just block you and just leave the game. Another thing here, since this guy owns every hyper level 5 in the game, tell me down below in the comments if you guys want to see a video about every individual hyper level 5. So yeah, make sure to tell me down below in the comments if you want to see something like that in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it for HYPERSHIFT, and honestly, it's probably one of the coolest vehicle customizations in the game. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Why are you still watching the video? The outro is done already. You have no reason to be watching this. And if you're watching this, there are chances that you've been watching these clips that are after the outro for a while now. So you probably know that these little bits after the outro have special information in them. Well, this time there's no special information in this outro, and you just lost an extra 15 or so seconds of your life. Goodbye.